Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my week two discussion. This week we're talking about the Kingdom of God view based off of Weiss and Schweitzer, and also the view based off of Ritzel and Harnick, and then also giving contrasting between the two, and also giving the author's view on the two, on what he thinks of these two. So the first one we're going to talk about is Weiss and Schweitzer and their view. And their view was more of a imminent view, as you could say, of the kingdom of God. Their view was more like a corporate level future view. They thought that God saw things in a future reality, and based off of how they saw it, God looked ahead at everything on things or troubles that was going to happen in the future, not things that were happening in the now, from based off my understanding. And with the Weiss and Schweitzer view, their view coincides with the eschatological judgment of God. So it's like their views didn't match the things that were going on or the reality of what things were being said from a religious standpoint, as I took it. Um, the next view was the Ritzel and Harnick view, and their view was more of a imminent view. And with the imminent view, it was more of a moral persuasion theory. Um, with their view, it was more of God being omnipresent, saying that God is always with us, He's always around us. So with their view, it was more in the reality of now, things that was happening now, and with those that follow God, saying that is always accessible to us, which goes with the omnipresent. If He's always with us, that means He's always, when we need Him, He's always right there. So it was more in a present view, and more of the more persuasion of things like forgiveness and stuff like that. Those that follow God, that with the Ritzel and Harnick view, it was more religious. To me, people was walking more in their faith and following God with this view. So it was more like the Ritzel and Harnick view was more, to me, realistic than the imminent view, and just for my opinion, if I'm understanding the reading correctly. For as far as the author of the book, paying for the Kingdom of God source and the other sources that I use for my discussion for this week, he looked at it more for his view as God asserted himself both in the future and the present. So with his view, it was as God was using the kingdom of God as his ministry to tell us what was happening now with his present, with the and then in the future with his death, with his resurrection, with him coming back, being risen again. So the author looked at it. I felt like he was more with the imminent view with Ritzel and Harnick, instead of on the level of the imminent view of Weiss and Schweitzer, because it seemed like more Weiss and Schweitzer was more, like I said, their view was more corporate. It didn't coincide with how things were being seen as far as the kingdom of God. And I hope I didn't confuse anybody with my discussion. I look forward to everyone's view or opinion or responses to. Um, and I hope everyone have a good evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.